Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. I'm going to bring you another video. This video is going to be doing a movie review for the direct to Blu-ray or DVD release for Lego Batman, the movie. DC Superheroes Unite. Okay, so I found out last year that DC was going to be creating this direct-to-DVD, or at that time, it was supposed to be released in theaters. Actually, at least as far as the information that was out last year on the movie, is that it was supposed to be in theaters, which would have been awesome. Um, as far as I know, it's just a direct to DVD release. Maybe some small theaters would play it. But for the most part, it's not a theatrical release. It's just a direct to DVD or direct to Blu-ray release for Lego Batman, which is kind of fun because, I mean, Lego Batman has had, a couple successful video games. The toy line's been really huge, and a lot of people are really into collecting it and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't collect the Lego Batman toy line or any, and simply because it's very expensive. It's actually for like a Lego Batcave, I checked it out, it was like $100. It's pretty expensive, just because it's Lego, Not that it's not worth that or anything. I mean, I'm sure it is, but they're just pretty expensive, so I'm not really into it. So, but in terms of the movie, I was pretty excited to see the movie. I was like, oh, this sounds like it's going to be really fun. Saw the trailer and stuff, and definitely looks like a lot of fun. And it is. I'll keep the review spoiler-free for the most part. So it's called Lego Batman DC Superheroes Unite. So you get some other characters in there from DC. Obviously, you're going to have Superman, who has a big part in this because the main villains in this are the Joker and Lex Luthor. They kind of team up. Sort of reminds me of, like, I think it was World's Finest. There was a Batman Superman cartoon show for a while there. I think it was one season or maybe two in and around when they were doing the Justice League cartoon series. And this, for me, felt a lot like that because you have Joker and you have Lex, and they're kind of both teaming up and doing things to defeat Superman and Batman. So it doesn't really have like a full Justice League feel for the most part, most of this movie. It has more of like that Batman Superman type feel of just the two of them, which is fun. Obviously, it's Lego, so everything in the movie is made out of Lego. When you have certain weapons, like Lex creates this disintegration ray thing, and it like will take things apart like into particles, and they break apart into Lego blocks. You'll have a character Flash. He'll rebuild something as part of the movie, and it's like he takes all the Lego blocks and rebuilds them again, and just all kinds of silly little things like that. And the actual cells, or the actual like animation of the characters and the designs and everything look exactly like their Lego counterparts from your Lego Batman video game or the actual Lego Batman that you can actually buy. Like the cape is, for example, like cloth, like in the movie. So when he's swinging and stuff, or he's using his accessories, they're actually like the same size in the movie as they are for the actual Lego version. So, for example, with the Lego Batman, you'll have this oversized, weird Batarang, which is huge. It's like the length of like his like from the tips of his fingers past his forearm. It's just huge. And in the movie, he'll be using the same type of thing, the same oversized Batarang and oversized grappling hook, and just all kinds of different fun things like that to sort of just be to tie it into that world of Lego and everything. That it's really cool to see how it's really replicated in the movie, and that goes for pretty much everything. The vehicles are like any vehicle you'll see them use in the movies. Like there's a Lego toy out there for that vehicle. When he goes into the Batcave, it's like I've seen that in the Lego playset. And he changes from Bruce Wayne into Batman. He drops into this little thing, and it's like that's exactly the same as the playset you can buy. So for Legos. So it serves too, I'm sure they did this on purpose, is to sort of have it serve as like an hour long, an hour and 10-minute toy commercial, which is what it is. And it works pretty well because of the whole stylized view. A lot better than Batman and Robin or something like that, which was also a toy commercial movie. But obviously that had a lot of problems. Maybe someday I'll do a review for that. But anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of fun. It's got that really tie-in for all the different vehicles and stuff like that that they use. And it's kind of kiddish as a result. I mean, obviously it's Lego. How could it not be kiddish? It is campy. You have the bad guys are really stereotypical and really silly. It kind of reminds me of like the Adam West Batman series in terms of the villains anyway. Batman himself and how he behaves, I'm trying to place it in my mind like which Batman am I watching here, because you have lots of different types of Batman. It's not like he's the Adam West Batman. He wears the same costume as the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, which is the black and yellow, which I do like quite a bit, as you can see right there. One of my favorite Batman costumes. I do like it very much. So that's cool. And if I had to say which Batman this Lego Batman represents the most, I might have to go with Michael Keaton out of all of them. Yeah, I would think so. He's kind of more. He's kind of like that, but maybe a little bit darker, a little bit more badass in Lego form. He doesn't like to get help from people. He doesn't want Superman's help. He doesn't want to be showing up, anything like that. And then in the end, of course, he learns to get along with others and ask others for help. So it's got a good lesson for kids and everything like that. That you can't always do it all yourself. Sometimes you need help from others, like Superman, Justice League, this kind of stuff. We also have Robin in there, who's wearing the Tim Drake Robin costume. I'm not sure exactly which Robin he's supposed to be. Maybe people that are more into the Lego universe would be able to tell me if that is supposed to be Tim Drake or if it is Dick Grayson, but he wears the newer, updated costume. I'm just not too sure as far as that goes. The Superman reminds me most of like a Christopher Reeve Superman, and by the way he acts and everything like it. Maybe a little bit, maybe sort of like that, but comic booky as well, and just kind of one-dimensional and silly by thinking he's, the greatest and, all these types of things. He's Superman and everything and all stoic and all that. So that's fun too. In terms of the music, I really like it. They actually just took the '89 theme for like the movie, all the different themes, and they used them in this. So at the beginning of the intro, you have the 1989 Batman theme. And for me, even to this day, when I hear that theme, that to me is like the definitive Batman theme. Not that Hans Zimmer didn't do an amazing job in The Dark Knight and everything like that, but to me the definitive Batman theme is the '89 theme, still to this day. I mean, it's been used so many times. It was used in that movie. The animated series used parts of it or very similar to it in its intro, and now this uses it as well. So that really, to me, that's a good choice. And there's other themes too, like the Joker's theme, I'm positive is taken from the '89 Batman movie, and they'll play that a lot throughout the Lego Batman movies, the Joker's being silly and doing all kinds of crazy things. It is very campy. I would say that if I had to, it's kind of like a modernized '89 Batman with a campy, like 60s or 70s classic, Silver Age or, Adam West series villains. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Lex Luthor in this is pretty good. It's the same voice actors we always get, which is really cool because that really, makes me think of the old Justice League cartoons and everything. Love those cartoons. Amazing cartoons and Superman and everything. And he's really the definitive voice of Lex for me. The voice actor for Batman did a pretty good job, but Kevin Conroy is the man in terms of that. You can't beat him. If you can get Kevin Conroy, get Kevin Conroy. That's all I'm saying. The Joker was a new guy, or at least a guy I'm not used to playing the Joker, Christopher Corey Smith. Maybe he does it for the video game or something, I'm not sure. But definitely Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Definitely he is the definitive Joker voice for me as well. The Superman voice is okay. He sounds stoic and whatever. The animated series for me, Superman voice actor, again, I don't know his name, but again, would be the definitive Superman voice for me. So they don't have all the voice actors great. I'd say the Batman is good, Lex Luthor's perfect, Superman's good, and the Joker is okay. But obviously going to miss having Mark Hamill do the voice for the Joker. Every time you see a cartoon interpretation of the Joker and he doesn't have that voice, it's like, you're missing something. You're missing something. But again, it's not the same Joker as that one. So I guess, we'll give it a pass for that because he does act differently. He is silly. Again, he reminds me of like that old school Joker. And there's a lot of like little things he does that are very similar to almost like a tie into the '89 Batman movie. Like he uses the fist, extendable gun fist, and he smashes the TV, which is like '89. There's a lot of things he does. It's like '89. He talks about his artistry and stuff like that. A lot of the things that in a lot of the more modern stuff with Joker, the cartoons and stuff, he doesn't really act like. So it's kind of fun that it's that really campy style. I guess in terms of modern cartoons and stuff, Brave and the Bold Joker might be the most similar to him, I guess. Not exactly, but you guys know where I'm going with that. So that's all fun. The graphics and everything of it are really cool. The only thing is at parts it seems really dark, but I think they do that because it's such a stylized, unique world. They've created everything out of this like CG Lego style, which is it must have been really hard to create. And it does look awesome. A lot of the scenes look really cool. The vehicles all look cool. The effects all look cool. It looks really good. Seeing Lego Batman kick some ass is kind of funny. It just puts a smile on your face. It's like, this is awesome, you know, just to watch. Yeah, so the sound's good. The animation, everything's fun. The story overall is pretty basic. You got Lex running for president. He seeks out the Joker's help. They join up. Then you have Superman coming in to help Batman and Robin. And it unfolds with a big battle at the end with a giant mech Joker, Lex, you know, like mishmash, I guess you could say. Mech warrior type thing. So it's a lot of fun. I guess you could say it's kind of intended for kids, you know, mostly. I think adults can enjoy it too if you're a fan of Batman or you're a fan of Lego. You'll really like the movie. If you're not a fan of Batman and Lego and you know, maybe the video game or anything like that, you might not like it as much. To give it an overall just rating, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Thought it was good. Didn't think it was great, but thought it was good. A lot of fun, a lot of funny different lines and funny moments, and just fun that you can have just by watching it. If you don't have anything to do, you're bored, you want to watch it, you want to buy it, go ahead. It is pretty good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a failure by any means, but it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's not the best Batman story either, or animation. A lot of it just makes me miss the Justice League cartoon, you know. Great cartoon series, and definitely I would have to say in terms of like DC, the Justice League cartoon, the 5 seasons it had, or was it 4 or 5 with Unlimited, whatever it was, however you want to count it there. This makes me miss that a lot because that was a great show, man. Definitely an awesome cartoon show. One of the best ever, I'd have to say. For kids, though, I think kids would just eat this up, man. This could be like, as a kid, if you played the video game or whatever, this would be like the movie, man. I would give it a kid rating, a 9 out of 10, but for, you know, your average viewer, adult, middle-aged, whatever, or teenager, probably just a fun movie, 7 out of 10, a little bit above average, but nothing crazy. Think that's pretty much all I want to say about it. Definitely not a letdown. Definitely fun to check out if you guys haven't seen it. Kind of makes me want to play the Lego Batman video game because I never really played that all the way through. And it looks like it could be fun. And again, Lego figures, I'd like to grab a few, but they're so damn expensive I probably wouldn't even want to start. You know, because it's like, oh man, they really can add up quickly. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about it. So it is a lot of fun. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it yet. And don't want to go into any more plot details because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I've gone on long enough about this one. I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.